So this is the Arnold summary video for the log press event for the 2016 Arnold Classic. And I would have to say that of every event at the Arnold this year, this is probably my most disappointing performance. And I changed up the training plan quite a bit leading into the Arnold and threw in some things that I thought would have a good carryover to the contest. All the training seemed to be going really well in the gym here, and all the numbers were going in the right direction. I was really confident overall with my abilities on the log this year, and I just got to the contest and it seemed like for whatever reason all of that hard work just didn't translate. I walked out to press the Austrian Oak, which is the bigger of the two logs. You get that option first, and it's 450 pounds, which I didn't think would be a problem for me, to be fair. I was actually really confident going out there, and it's just something, no excuse. I gave it everything I could, but I didn't feel like I could get quite balanced with that log, and the clean felt really easy up to the chest, and it's just one of those things I felt like I was kind of swaying and moving around, and I could never get set stable to press it, which is not a good feeling with that much weight on your chest. So I attempted it twice. I feel like I got pretty close on my first attempt to getting it, and I just didn't get it done. So, it's one of those things where when you work that hard on an event going into a contest, you want to have it translate to your performance on the stage. And when it doesn't, it's very, very frustrating. And I think that, looking back, this is one of those events where I put a tremendous amount of work into it and it just didn't carry over. So moving forward, we're going to go back to the drawing board. For me, I'm going to analyze the performance and I'm going to see, what I needed to do different, what worked, what didn't work. And we're going to throw a few different things in to the press. And, to be fair, this is part of strongman that I very much enjoy, is the challenge of getting good at events that I'm not particularly great at. Like it's, the log is my best performance on this event at the Arnold came in 2014. I actually pressed the heavier log, which I think at that time was 445 for 2 reps. And, since then I failed to do it in 2015 and then failed to do it again in 2016. So, I'm going to analyze those, training cycles and see what I did a little bit different and why, what the answer may be for this. But anyway, I missed the heavier log. In training, I'd gone over 450 pounds. So it's one of those things where I wasn't sure at that moment. I didn't really train, to be fair, for reps, because I was so confident that I was going to get the heavier log. And then when I had to do the lighter log, which I believe was 385 pounds for reps, I didn't do any training log for reps, which, maybe looking back was a mistake. Maybe I should have conditioned a little bit more, but, I just didn't feel like it was necessary. I was that confident that I was going to do the heavier log. So, I had to go do it. I had to go do the 385, and I felt like on that one too, my balance just was terrible. For whatever reason, I don't know if it's being up on the stage with the lights or what it is exactly, but it just felt like I was having a really hard time getting stable. I was, having to walk around with a log over my head on a couple reps to get down calls, and just overall just disappointing. Which I can't really, to be honest with you guys, I can't really be happy about it, because it just didn't work well. Like the training went very good in the gym and it just didn't translate to the contest. So it's very frustrating when that happens. I ended up getting 5 reps on the 385, the lighter log, which was good for, I think 2 guys had got 6, and then 2 guys had pressed heavier log. So that was basically down 5th place overall on that event, which I went into the contest saying I really, really, really needed to get a 3rd place on that. And it didn't work out. So it It was definitely different. It was a different position to be in, and it's frustrating when that happens, when you don't perform up to the level that you expect of yourself. So, overall, I think that like I said, it's an exciting thing too, because I have a different challenge on my plate now to get better at that event. And I'm going to definitely change some things up, because I feel like some of the training plan worked, some of it didn't work very well. And so you go in, and I'll shift things up now and try to come back better. And that's all I can really do on that event. So I think, that kind of wraps up log overall. The next event we'll go into this Arnold wrap-up series will be the dumbbell event. So look forward to that video.